So the first book I've read this month is called Jonesy, 9 Lives on the Nostromo by Rory Lucy. I got this in Secret Santa at my work. It's just a cute little comic about Jonesy, the most important character in Alien. It only took me about 15-20 minutes to read. It's just a cute little comic about what Jonesy would have done that day that the xenomorph attacked. And I really enjoyed it. It was a nice little one to start 2023 off with. Next I read George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood. This is the second time that I've read it. I actually read it last November when I went to Amsterdam. I was really inspired by this book to write something similar. I really like how it's set up as a history sort of book, like written by maesters and historians rather than as an actual novel, and I found it really inspiring, and I'm rereading it because I'm using it as an inspiration text for one of my works in progress. I haven't finished at the time I'm filming this, but I am annotating it as I go across, and I mean I'll definitely be finished soon. I've read 200 pages in like 2 days while I've been working, so we'll be finished very soon. So this is Why We Hate Cheap Things by The School of Life. I read this because it was in my hotel room, honestly. There were 2 more in the series. I don't know if I'm going to read them. We'll see later on. So this is talking about the concept of materialism and consumerism, and it also has like a little section on underemployed art graduates, and about how we don't value things in our culture. It's all to do with materialism and stuff. I found it quite interesting, but I think unfortunately it suffers from, it has so much that it wants to say, but it's a very short book. It's very small, it's only about 70 pages, so there's just not enough time to explore anything really. So it was a good half an hour read. I don't think I'd go back to something like this. So I've just finished How to Find Love by The School of Life. I like this one more than Why We Hate Cheap Things. I thought that the book isn't much bigger. I think it's like 10 pages bigger, but I feel like it went into its topics more deeply. I felt like I understood more of the concepts behind the book, and I found it just more enjoyable than the other one. It's just a nice way to pass like half an hour or something. So this is Kai Kai by Vaishnavi Patel. I really enjoyed this one. I rated it 4.5 stars out of 5. I loved the fact that it was so beautifully written. I loved that there were such strong female characters, particularly in it. And I really loved getting an insight into Kai Kai's mind, why she does the actions that she does, her feelings, her emotions. I really enjoyed it. The only thing that was a slight dampener on it for me, and I think this is true just purely from my perspective, I don't think it's a failing of the book at all, but I really struggled to get back into it after taking a break. For instance, I'd be reading it, I'd have to be called away, I'd struggle to get back into it, but I think that's solely because I don't have a very good grasp on Hindu mythology and the Ramayana that it's based on. But otherwise, I think it's a really fantastic book. I would definitely recommend it. I also read Lonely Planet's Ultimate Travel List this month. I'm going travelling soon around Europe, and I just wanted to use this as an idea to look for different places to visit, different things to do while I'm visiting. I really enjoy this book. I really like having something to look through. I just wish there was more detail about the places. Each place in the book, like how to get there, costs, more than just a bit of a descriptive paragraph. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good thing to good listicle to sort of base ideas off of. I also read George R.R. Martin's A Game of Thrones. As you can see, I got this one from a charity shop. I'm reading this because I want to read the entire series this year. I'm using it as a comp for one of my series that I'm writing, and I've wanted to read them for a while actually. I really enjoyed the television series, season 8 not included, and I have wanted to read the books for a while, but I really struggled to get into this originally when I tried to read it first time. For some reason I had it in my head that it was going to be a really difficult series to read, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm really getting through it. I've got the entire series now to get through this year, so that is my main project. I can't wait to see where the story goes, because I know it's very different to the TV show, so I can't wait to see how different it is and just get a bit more information about all these characters and everything.